Okay, so we recognize this is the definition with h. So that means I'm looking for this to be f of a plus h, and for this to be f of a. Well, you're starting to get the hang of it, I bet. So the a looks like it's going to be pi over 2. So if a is pi over 2, what does the function need to be so that f of pi over 2 gives me 1? Well, I can see that the function looks like it's going to be sine of x. So f of x is sine of x. So that's f of a plus h minus sine of pi over 2, which is 1 all over h. Here's another one. This does not have h. This is x going to pi. So we already established that that means a is equal to pi. So now what's the function got to be so that this on the numerator here is f of x minus f of a? Well, it sure looks like the function could be cosine, but how come it's a positive 1? Oh, that's right, because f of pi is negative 1, so opposite of negative 1. Good. Okay, so here we go. We are going to use the definition to find the derivative. So when they say a equal 1, that's using a specific x value. So let's go find, I'm just going to write the definition again. So f prime, and they want us to do 1. So I'll write the definition. So when it's h, remember it's h going to 0. So this will be 1 plus h, again, putting in a equal 1, minus f of 1 all over h. Oops. So now I'm going to use the function. So remember, you have to carry limit along every single time. So I'm going to put x plus h in for each x. So 3x plus h squared minus, I'm sure you put the parentheses, x plus h. So this is this, correct? Oops, I did put x's instead of 1's. Silly me. Okay, so it's f of 1 plus h, 1 plus h, because I'm substituting 1 plus h in. All right, so next I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract off f of 1. So subtracting off f of 1, so putting 1 into here, I'm just going to go slow, so 3 minus 1, and then that's all over h. Okay, so let's multiply this out. And I'm going to go slow so I don't make a mistake. So I'm going to keep the 3 out there. Multiply this out. 2h plus h squared. And then I'll distribute the negative. Negative 1 minus h. And this would be the same thing as saying minus 2. All over h. So distributing this 3, I get 3 plus 6h plus 3h squared. And I see this negative 1 and this negative 2 gives me a negative 3 minus an h. Okay, anything canceling? Yes, I see the 3's canceling, and I could join these guys together. So let's do that. Limit as h goes to 0. So I get 5h plus 3h squared all over h. And you know you have to factor an h out in order to cancel. So I get 5 plus 3h all over h. The h's cancel. Now you plug in h equals 0, so that gives you 5. So this is the slope of the tangent line at the point 1. All right, so let's try this one. Again, let's use the definition. Oh, whoops. I said use the definition without h, and look at what I did. I wrote down the definition with h. Okay, so let me remind you what the definition without h is. So that's limit as x goes to a, f of x minus f of a all over x minus a. Okay, so a this time is 4, so let's just start with that. F prime of 4 is equal to, remember, if it's without h, you have x going to the number 4. So f of x minus f of 4 all over x minus 4. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in the function for this. So limit as x goes to 4. So I have root x minus, and when I substitute 4 in here, I get root 4 or 2. x minus 4. So back to limit land. If I plug in x equal 4, I do get 0 over 0. So there's something more I can do, and I hope you've seen it enough now that you say, oh, there it is. The clever difference of squares. So this would be root x minus 2, root x plus 2. Do the canceling. And so then I get 1 over root x plus 2. So that will give me 1 over 2 plus 2, or 4. So again, this is the slope of the tangent line at the point 4. So y equal root x is pretty easy to graph. Let's do it. So there it is. And so there is a tangent line at the point 4. Looks like that. And this says the slope, oops, I said 4. 1/4, right? 1/4. The slope does look like it's a positive 1/4. Okay, so that's the slope, m equal 1/4. And the slope changes at different points on this y equal root x graph, correct? And so you can see you have to label what specific x value you want. All right, so if I want to find the equation of the tangent line, I need a point and I need a slope. Well, I know the slope is 1/4. How do I find out the point? Means I need an x and a y value. Oh, I know the x value is 4. Can I find the y value? I can. Plug the x value into here. Root 4 is 2. So then I put it together. Y minus 2 is 1/4 x minus 4. That's a fine equation of a line. Okay. Let me finish this last one. So I'm finding velocity, which is the same as derivative, and I want to find it at t equal 3. So use this definition without the h. So s prime of 3 would be limit as t goes to 3, s of t minus s of 3 all over t minus 3. Use the function, so that's 1 over t minus 1 over 3, t minus 3. You've seen problems like this before. Multiply top and bottom by the least common denominator. So this distributing across to here, I get 3 minus t, and then t minus 3, 3t. Don't forget to carry this along. That's kind of a common mistake. I factor a negative out of the numerator so that I can cancel. So I get limit as t goes to 3, negative 1 over 3t. So I get negative 1/9.